Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my MegaCorp playthrough as Jet TV, where things are not going well actually. We skipped a little bit of time between last time and now, where we've just been building ourselves back up, getting everything going. And with all of this stuff which has been happening, our economy is just a little bit all over the place, guys. We've been building up our stations. We're getting a constant influx of refugees from the rest of the galaxy, and my fleets are weak, which is bad. I've been building up my main station up here. This station is a powerhouse now, and is slowly building up, but still, it's not ideal. Why's that not got a bit more health than that? That should have more health than that, I'm sure. It buffs my guys, but... See, I wish I could see how good these were now, but I can't. I'm going to actually replace some of these with some kinetics, however. These all have the same impact on the station, don't they? Yeah. I think guns are better versus the guys we're facing, so I'm taking a little bit of a less protection. Oh, let's let our mercenaries go. You can just keep exploring.
Incoming inquiry.
As can you. Nope. Last thing I want is extra people at the moment. Right, you. The 4th patrol fleet can come down here and start patrolling along here. And you can come here and start patrolling along
Upscaling
here.
complete.
We are slowly building ourselves back off our main fleet back up. As I did say, we have had a little bit of a jump in time, guys, while we're building things up, but we're still not in the best of situations. Oh, that is beautiful. Keep building that up, guys. Guess for docked ship modifier. An effect on allied ships. No, I'm not going to bother. I don't want to add extra costs to here. I thought I could get more. Yeah. We're still building more stations here, so that's the thing. We were a little bit crippled on volatile motes, in fact. Let's use the market. This station needs to be able to stand on its own, so... is he at maximum? They've...
Upscaling complete.
They reached their max now?
Research actualized.
Check how I've got my defensive stations set up as well. Yeah, they are very solid little setups. Oh, that's why. Cancel. Improved strike craft. We do need to get a mining station output. That would be useful. Oh, extra armor. Everything to buff up our fleet at the moment. Even more refugees. The refugees are a pain, and I've been rejigging them around my empire. I've been filling my 2 new planets. One's actually ended up turning into a bit more of an energy planet, and I've just been throwing pops at them off Earth. So Earth is actually quite a lot smaller now, but Earth will be growing again quickly, so I'm not fussed about that. The issue with this is it is causing me to... we need to get there. Want the resource, but basically it's causing us to bounce backwards and forwards.
Ships
oh
upscaled.
God. I think we really are potentially going to end up being last bastion, and even then, when they start coming in from other directions, which they will eventually, they'll batter through other factions and potentially come in from other directions. That's when things will get really bad. Let's just make sure I've got this place turned off. Yeah, there we go. Turning this system off, so we're not going to try and transit through there, because you can see there's multiple 30k stacks there, which is I hear a bad thing to go and annoy. Oh god, no! Where? The Attila had. Strong words, which one's that? We would like to discuss surrender? Yeah, no. No, you misunderstood. We meant your surrender. You seem very... yeah, okay. So they've got a great Khan, guys. This is another not endgame crisis, which is horrific. So basically, he's just become massively expansionistic and will start expanding into the surrounding territory. Ship fire rate. How long will that take? Nope, I want the extra fleet capacity for now. Right. Fleet manager. No, actually, I want... Yep, so we've got a couple of them. Can I not get an extra cruiser? I was hoping to get an extra cruiser in here. Ah, that's where we can. So we've got 10 destroyers, 10 missile boats, 2 carriers, 6 cruisers. There you go. And let's keep reinforcing you. You can come down to the less defended station. Here, I'm relatively... It will take a battering, but can probably hold its own. Which is not ideal, but... And they've got to get through this to get to me. More refugees. I may get to the point where I've got to stop this, though we want Earth. After rejigging all my population, I'm actually quite happy for Earth to gain more pops. We've got everything a bit more... working a bit better now by moving around our pops. I'm actually losing some of these guys, which is a bit annoying. What do I want? What do I want? Buff up my naval capacity. My naval capacity I'm nowhere near at the moment. I want a bit of alloy and a bit of mineral production, to be fair. I'm not sure it's really worth me building stuff in their territory at the moment. This, I think, is horrific, actually, the amount of damage it's doing. It's good fun, don't get me wrong, but it's made this brutal. Right, you. No, we don't actually have any. Why not? We don't have a station to gather trade, that's why. If I put one here, I won't need to worry about those systems. So actually, yeah, if we put one here. And then we can build this one up a little bit to make its reach +2 systems. And then it'll gather all of this. So you're just going to hold there for the moment. Where's my other one? You can restart your patrol route for the time being. Because we are going to have piracy building up. We've reduced the max quite a lot, but the piracy will still build up over time. These stations, it sounds daft, even though they're right on the outskirts of my systems, will help massively with this. Yeah, so we're going to have to get a couple of collection range increases on this one. But that shouldn't be too difficult. Damn, how expensive is the next thing? It's a fairly nice setup fleet though now. That's probably one ship, that's the depressing thing, guys. These guys are patrol fleets, so I'm not that fussed about upgrading them.
Research actualized.
Oh, that's useful.
Upscaling
Let's
complete.
get extra research alternative, that is always useful. As I have been told, guys, so they will come back for me, which is why I'm focusing quite heavily on military. Okay, you can go repair again, upgrade again. I'm focusing quite heavily on military improvements because actually we will need to do that. So it does seem to have a bit of excessive power. Oh, I definitely want to change that though. I thought we would have bombers on here as well. Do I not know how to make bombers yet? Apparently not. Okay, you can go upgrade.
Research actualized. Potential market survey completed.
That's going to actually cause us to upgrade more. Ooh, even better kinetic artillery. God damn. Let's keep using the market. Because the more we can get things upgraded, the better. That's it. I'm not sure what we want more. I mean, upgrading ships is useful to a point, but the point at which it's useful upgrading ships is the point at which, you know, because a ship which gets destroyed, you're upgrading when you replace it anyway. So actually, we're going to stay back down here. Let's buff this station a bit. It's 20k actually. That's not bad. Ooh, what I am going to do is I'm going to put crew quarters in this station while this fleet is going to stay here. Lost to bureaucracy. What? Due to a major clerical error on our part, Aero Prime has fallen behind infrastructure maintenance services. People in rather bleak conditions. Yeah. Help them recover. This is the world I have been throwing materials at. We've just filled it full of stuff. It's not that bad. I don't get that why they're complaining. Instead, you can see we've just built it into a massive power plant, but we threw a mammoth amount of pops here. As you can see, it's already got 60 pops, guys, and I think the issue is probably we've got all of these guys who are unemployed waiting to be downgraded, because I literally just I basically just shipped about a quarter of Earth down to these planets and just built and built and built. Where was I building a station at? Here. Nearly done. This will be good because we've got a lot of the trade collection to get from here, which will increase our trade value quite a bit as well.
Upscaling complete.
So the first one we'll collect from here, the second one we'll collect from there. And you guys will need to actually sit in Gore. Don't pay attention, I may not need that. If you've got enough stations, basically you don't really need to worry too much. And I am could really do with a station. DM is where almost all of my piracy occurs. If you look, here's fairly good. Yeah, these two systems are basically my pirate havens. Here's not bad, but as we go, you know. God, the galaxy is being battered. That said, the refugees seem to have slowed down a bit. He says, and he gets more.
Future market survey complete. Ships upscaled.
You know what I'm doing? I'm actually getting this one to have a... I'm going to upgrade this one and put a
Research
shipyard
actualized.
there, so we can get upgrades done quicker. Ooh, extra research, 5% extra research speed is always a no-brainer, even though I've already got really good research speed. I'm a little concerned by this place being all off on its own. Right, we're going to make another fleet the same as this one. So... we've basically got everything. We've got 10 corvettes. Ten destroyers, 6 cruisers, 5 Ventu. Okay, and it's doing a bit of corvette spam, but that's going to head up to here. Which again, we're going to build another crew quarters to make them cheaper when they're actually there. Basically, we're going to have a fleet positioned in each of these places. I'm not worried about them getting through here. That place is really secure. I'm quite glad they didn't become Khan, because if they'd become Khan, we'd have had big problems. I also need to start upgrading. I'm not worried about them getting through the Fallen Empire. Here is my only other real weak point. I should have a reasonable warning of them heading that way, though. Ugh. Well,
system
my
has been
allies just
surveyed.
lost some more territory. I mean, theoretically, they could fight through there, but they would probably lose. Again, they'd have to hit there
Incoming
more than
inquiry.
once, which would give me things. Fine, I will accept your Federation Association status. More refugees! I mean, it's a good thing they're not coming here than being enslaved or anything, because, you know, that'd be bad. Oops. Let's be honest, I'm not enslaving them, guys. I'm, integrating them into my society. You know, they're coming and joining my society. They have to spend their time learning to become part of my society. Maybe their lifetime. They're kids. They're kids. Right, the 5th is actually going to be the 2nd. You can get that guy, he doesn't need to be in there. This one can be renamed as well. Third patrol fleet, because that's what it is. I can't move them around in here, which is a little annoying. So this one's reasonable. Next to that station, that's relatively secure. So we're going to keep upping this one for the time being as well, to get ourselves in a better state. Basically, we need to hold our borders, guys. And this is where choke points are good.
Upscaling complete.
Which is we are spending a lot of money on stations. That's not much. So it could even potentially build a backup line. Once we're in a bit of a better situation, we'll probably look at starting building some backup lines and potentially pushing forwards again. Because actually, if I can have a huge base in Demon's Maw, I can get all this territory
Upscaling
back.
complete.
I think we decided that Tomb World wasn't worth picking up, didn't we? Yeah. That said, it may be worth getting and turning into an Economolopolis for the trade value from it.
Upscaling
my
complete.
planet's doing. Oh, we still have unemployed pops on Sol. Ooh, and here. I don't want to start wasting too many consumer goods. What are we lowest on? We're good on all of them, actually. This is good. It provides a soldier job, and increases my fleet cap, and provides a bit more defense on the planet, so we'll do that. And let's level that one up. Adding extra protection for the planet. Here. Oh, here needs someone new. We need more amenities here. We're a bit skint.
Research actualized.
Extra naval capacity, and actually we can buff up our fleets a little bit more. That'll do nicely. So basically one extra of each of these sorts of our big ships. Oh, we have a blocker here. Stopping us building a mine.
Upscaling complete.
Right. I need a hollow theatre or something there. How are we doing on 5 months?
Future market survey complete.
Come on.
Upscaling complete.
So we're getting a hollow theatre built. We're still getting plenty of refugees. At some point, I may have to. I think I was at the point where Earth had like 25, 30. It was getting ridiculous. I was having to give people more resources on Sol, which was getting quite painful. I mean, you can see Sol's actually producing an awful lot of consumer goods now. Wow, it's my main user of goods as well. I'm tempted to build another one of these. As soon as I can afford it, I'm going to build another housing district just to get rid of some of those pops. Because they don't really use much. I mean, they use consumer goods, but what do leisure districts use? They use consumer goods. So actually, I might do one of those. Extra amenities also produces culture and unity. So
Upscaling complete.
I was about to buy that, but then I thought about it and realised that would be daft. We've got this right, so we're obviously going for this one, which also gives us extra influence. Right, now the real question is, what do we want? I do love the Flesh is Weak. It is a brilliant fun one. It really buffs up my pops. That said, at the moment, that's not bad. Extra 25% star base damage. 5 extra defense platforms. Ooh, 33% extra damage to everybody, to Fallen Empires, Awaken Empires, and Gate Builders. Which would really help hold my line. I really want Flesh is Weak though. But I think if I go for Flesh is Weak, it will buff up my nation massively. The limits and constraints imposed by us for our feeble organic bodies are simply unacceptable. To reach full potential, we must turn to cybernetic implants, which would buff my pops up massively. It's not going to help with my fleets. Or we can just go for straight extra fleets. Defender of the Galaxy. I don't think we're actually in an end game at the moment. That's the problem. I think Galactic Contender is huge. At the moment, that extra 33% damage is actually really powerful for us just now. I'm going for this. It's not the one I want to go for. It just feels the most sensible one to go for at the moment, guys. Obviously, long run, I want to be able to build ring worlds and things, but we may have to leave that off. This campaign is forcing us down certain routes.
Upscaling complete.
Are we not building a hollow fitter here? Oh, was that the other world? Yeah. Let's get a hollow fitter going here as soon as we can afford it. We've got the consumer goods to spare, so... we've got a new faction. This is the other issue of getting all of these things in. We are going to get lots of little factions popping up here and there.
Upscaling complete.
I love the way they're expanding around. They're just avoiding them. They need to resettle because they get to their capital. All this space may just fall. If that gets to their capital and destroys it, oh, they have resettled a world, which would have worried me. So we now do 33% extra damage to the gate builders, which I assume means the guys through the L gates.
A system has been surveyed.
We're getting to our cap as well. My next thing, I'm going to start pushing up my fleet cap, guys. And ideally what I want to do is I want to get to the point where we can push back and we can create our bottleneck here. But that's going to take a lot, because there were like 6, 7, 30k fleets. So I've got a lot of building up to do before I'm capable of doing that. I mean, at some point we're still going to get Titans, so...
Upscaling complete. Upscaling complete.
Shipyard.
Upscaling complete.
Oh, building a shipyard ups your starbase capacity. Oh, shipyard capacity. I was like, what? I'm gonna get a couple of shipyards there simply so I can pump ships out. No. Yeah, anchorage. I want to start pushing up my capacity. No. So you really want both. That's the thing.
Station under assault.
Ooh. There comes another fleet. Second is not great yet, but this station is.
Upscaling complete.
Could send the first up. But if they've come through there, they've probably come through here as well.
Upscaling complete.
Let's send the third up to reinforce. This is the test, guys. That isn't a bigger fleet. Oh, God. I suspect the second is going to get wiped out here. That said, we are doing lots of damage to them. Well, they are doing reasonable. Should I say that? They've not done much at all. They may not jump straight for me. Yeah, right. Here they come. I swear I could do a sensor range boost, actually. How is this station built up? You guys can pull right back to the other side of the system. I don't want you being engaging instantly. Ooh, and our sand troop is gone. They are coming our way.
Ships upscaled.
Whoops. Okay, you can just. Oh, you could just come in here and die.
Upscaling complete.
I thought that was the patrol fleet,
Ships
not a
upscaled.
reinforcement fleet. Engage!
Mining platform lost.
We're doing it. Second is coming. Taking out one of their ships. Two of their ships. Yes. 3. Nope. There goes the. This is all corvettes, guys, just going in and throwing close range missiles. The station is holding. We held. Oh, just.
Upscaling complete. Ships upscaled.
Third patrol fleet is not needed. We held, guys. If we held there, we'll hold here easily. Right, you just need disbanding. You're just a random useless ship now. Okay, we need to spend our next chunk of time rebuilding this station though, because we lost almost all of our firepower there. Guess what I'm doing? Wow. was fairly brutal, though I wonder how much they're emptying themselves out, or if they're going to keep throwing things. And you see, you can tell that there's going to be the second volley everywhere, because it's getting painful. I want these guys to bump into the L gate, into the builders. There's no L gate anywhere near them, is there? God damn. We held. That was the important thing, guys.
Potential market survey completed.
So this station is still quite powerful, even on its own. Ooh. You can come research that. It's going to take a while to get back, but...
Upscaling
if I get
complete.
these two fleets built up and together, I can potentially go out into the galaxy and start defending people. The danger is I will be stuck on my own. Right, Earth is building a foundry district. A second foundry district, as soon as I can afford it, anyway, to really pump this out, pump out more alloys. We've got unemployed pops.
Competitors detected.
I'm not worried about this system. Okay, that's a secondary fleet, which isn't rather than going up into my allies up here. Well, my allies, part-time rivals. That's heading for Asir. I'm gonna lose here on the way, but Asir, this system should hold with ease. So we've got a lot of firepower here. We don't even have much built in the way of stations. Look at that thing. It is a fortress station.
Research platform lost.
Ooh, people are submitting to the Great Khan, which is hardly surprising, because they are the galaxy is being battered, including myself. I've had to fall back quite a bit, but I'm still in a reasonable situation. We're going to pause as soon as these guys come in again. No, I'm not going to pull my fleet back this time.
Competitors engaged.
Here we go. Okay, that's for dangerous. My station isn't actually engaging yet. God damn it! Okay, we need to pull these guys out as soon as we can. This is why I probably don't actually want my guys set on aggressive stance. We should win this. Anyway, guys, this is where we are going to need to end this one. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you are enjoying this. It's a bit of a horrible one at the moment, because we're in a horrible situation, but there's not much we can really do about it. So, As always, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you're enjoying it. Please feel free to pop any comments in the comment section or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There is a link to my Discord in the comments and description, as well as links to my Twitter and my Patreon. Thank you very much for your time.